to the Palava Hut. This is episode 8. I'm Hawa.
I'm Mama Mel.
And I'm Sister Cheeks. I'm my face.
So you just say I did.
And I'm Richlin. And thank you guys for tuning in to episode 8 of the Palava Hut.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Fire.
8.
Oh my God.
8.
Hey.
There's like a Soul Train line in here.
No, seriously, welcome back.
The elaborate English stuck in the girl throat. Welcome back.
Even in Baza.
My grandma wanted to say, my grandma asked me to say this. Now we are that. What does it mean? I don't know. Hello.
Oh, okay. Maybe we should do that next time, like each.
No, ma. I'm kidding. I'm here. Honestly, now we at like trying to do all the tribes that I'm a part of.
Well, how many tribes are you a part of? Only 2.
Well, technically my grandma's Conga, but that's not really a tribe.
Shut up. We want people to keep listening, my God. Because some people got bad names.
Oh my God, you're terrible.
I hope your mom don't listen to me.
My mom does listen.
Oh, originally? No, I'm just kidding.
Remember, because she's been listening, she didn't have time. Mm-hmm. So she been backtracking. So the other day, she listened to the Amanda Matadi episode. I never said Spontan can pass. I'm like, yeah, you did. And first of all, that was 6 months ago.
I need to edit that episode and put it back on. Like it's already done.
And said it true.
Everybody, my mom said she never said Spontan can pass. So
your mom is hilarious. How she, especially when we go see the speaker. Oh my gosh!
I know. Oh, let's recap our
experience.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about Hawa's mom. Before we get into the
let me
speaker.
give a background. We went to this.
Are we
talk.
really?
We went to this talk for Van Jones. Mm-hmm. He came to the U and he was doing a speech.
Explain to them who he is.
He's a political activist and commentator. He worked for Obama. Blah 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 blah. That's who he is. And
blah,
he came
blah, blah, blah.
to talk about just kind of the political climate on the U's campus and some other things and just the election and all this stuff. So we went to the show and I went with my mom, Melissa and Richlin. It was super fun, and then we got to meet him backstage. And my mom,
her first
celebrity, he's even barely.
Oh my God! Just want to say thank you.
You have to keep us in mind. We are liberal and we are Muslims. If you don't talk for us,
how was she? I mean, Richlin, she didn't say all that. She did.
I did.
Oh my gosh! I think I was in that one talking to me. Have you heard about the pies? And I'm like, no, I have not. Then she slipped me her card. I'm like,
in your chest, she slipped it to you.
Just put it right here.
Really? Where she put it?
Oh my goodness. Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, that was super fun though, meeting him, and it was a really inspirational speech.
And just talking about politics too, he added that into it, and that we make sure we pick the right person to be our president. And even though it seems like we don't have good options, but just pick someone that he said something that really stuck with me. Like, pick someone that can be moved by your movement.
He said pick up Pinata. But that was the point.
Yeah,
who can be shaped.
Yep.
And banged up.
Right. So I thought that was pretty cool.
But let's talk about our episode
from last week.
Yeah.
Before
we get into that, what did you guys do for Halloween?
I stayed home and
I can participate in that witchcraft.
Literally.
There was a meme on Facebook that said, when all your friends are going out trick-or-treating and you're going to watch
Hallelujah Church.
To watch that Hallelujah.
I gotta show you guys the meme. That was me and Chrissy last night.
It was too much. I'm like,
I gotta show you guys, the meme that.
Oh my God.
That was Chrissy last night. Mommy, are we going trick-or-treating? No. But and on a good note, she lost her first tooth.
Oh my gosh.
Her first tooth, and it fell down the drain.
Oh no!
So we're brushing our teeth, and I was being careful.
What kind of brushing you on doing? The African brushing. They grab your chin.
Where she just pulled the tooth out of her mouth.
No, I was brushing her teeth, right? Mm-hmm. And I was being careful so that I don't touch her, brush her, whatever it was. And soon she spit the toothpaste out. It came with it. Before I could even catch it, the water had already took it down the drain. I was so mad. I screamed.
Well, that's why you shouldn't have the water.
I was gonna say that was the first problem.
I always do that. I don't know. This is
like a waste of water.
Really
I know, but I just
you think about your people.
Oh boy, a problem.
I remember one, and you can pay the water bill.
Yeah.
They can become blue. Alright for you. Alright for you.
Oh. No, but I keep it all over. Anyways, it fell down the drain either way. But
that's exciting.
Yeah, so I wanted to keep it, and I was gonna do the whole Tooth Fairy stuff, but
you won't let her go.
Witchcraft.
Selective witchcraft. I like it.
No, but she was really excited about it. You know, it was weird because it wasn't even like, you know how some people's teeth it shakes before, you know, it starts to fall. But her teeth, like, it shook on Sunday, and it came out.
Titanium.
It took a while.
How you do that? You get you jiggling around titanium teeth.
That Melissa grandma gave her daughter is like some gum to chew. The other tooth just loosened up a bit. Melissa's like, but it was on Friday, and then Monday it was.
It came out too quick.
Melissa grandma gave her a gumball.
Buy it.
Oh my gosh! What about you, Richlin? Did you do anything for Halloween?
No, I actually went to work and then I came home and went right to sleep. It was Halloween just passed me so quick.
Well,
so at my job, everybody dressed up.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, somebody was a huge M&M. Somebody. This is one of the girls I went to high school with. She doesn't work with me, but I saw her put powder on her baby's face, like as a paint substitute. So it was like, you know how powder is. It's like certain places it's
fuller than others.
Yeah, than others. And her whole face was like that. Her and the baby. Like, I think the baby's hand had a little bit of the powder on it. So, if you're going to do trick-or-treating, do it right.
So what was their costume?
Ghosts.
They were supposed to be. Ghosts? It was ghosts, but then it had like this black lipstick liner that was. It was
a skeleton or.
Listen, you got to go ask the girl and her son what they were.
That's weird.
That's funny. For me, I went to Phoenix, but I wasn't there on Halloween, but I was there Halloween weekend. Most people celebrated on the weekend, but I was out there with my cousins. So shout out to my cousins for hosting me, Senge and Alamatu, and their friend Lish. I had a lot of fun, so. That was cool. We didn't do anything Halloween related.
I saw in your Snapchat you had a good time.
Yeah, me too.
No, you didn't.
I know.
I had a lot of fun. Phoenix is so nice. It makes me want to move there and leave the cold. So.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I just don't see how they can have, like, I was trying to find the picture. I can't find it. But I just don't see how, like, winter time or Christmas to have, like, a hot Christmas. Like,
I can show you a nightlife, grandma.
Like, I don't know. It took me a while to get used to that because I'm so used to
your home country. I can't think of it. Let's go to Africa. I just never experienced a non-white Christmas. Okay.
Take that hummus for Hawa, please. Okay, guys.
Oh my goodness! I'm the same way. Where for me, the holidays, it's all about the snow. It's
the
all
weather,
about the sweaters,
the weather.
It's all about the eggnog. It's just the feeling of being cozy.
How come he says what he just?
No, I was just gonna say. I mean, I thought it was for the birth of Christ, but
I'm saying like
but
yes,
it's the snow. But really?
No, but that's one of the things I really love about the holidays. It's just like being able to be in and be cozy.
Like the feeling.
You can be cozy. You put if you're in Phoenix, you put the AC on blast and you get under the covers. No, but I saw this thing on Tumblr.
Oh, shut up. You really got smart, level.
What else are you going to take for a while?
I know.
Take away the water. No, but one more thing before we move on. There, this thing on Tumblr, I saw it. It was like a text post, and they said the person had texted their friend and said, "Have a holly jolly Christmas," right? Or they said it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. And then they texted their friend, and then the person wrote, "It's 9 minutes after Halloween."
Oh yeah. Or even when we're in the month of October, there are like 2 weeks left before Christmas. I'm like,
I saw a countdown today. It said 52 days till Christmas.
I'm like, you guys, did you guys skip November? Like, we still have a whole month left before Christmas, but
November doesn't count.
I don't have cable, and I don't watch.
What does that have to do with
it? I'm going through a really hard time.
This is not Oprah.
That's not what I'm trying to say.
I'm just going through a lot, right? Last episode, you're talking about my new place. I'm really comfortable.
You guys gonna see my glow up. Now she's talking about I got cable.
No, I don't watch TV like that. But I remember, I don't know what it's called now. It's not called ABC Family. It's called something else.
Oh, I know they changed it.
What did you do?
Oh my gosh, let me Google it.
But you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Remember that channel used to have the holiday
25 days.
Yeah, 25.
Halloween
Oh my
or
gosh,
Christmas and
I
all
used
that.
to die for that with the little clay animals.
But then sometimes they would show like Harry Potter.
Yeah,
Remember, like
just throw you off.
I guess
For what, Christmas?
yeah, they would play like Frosty the Snowman.
Oh, the free
Grandma
form
got
is
hit-
what it's called now.
Grandma got hit by a reindeer,
Reindeer.
and then Harry Potter Part 3.
It's called free form.
Oh.
Okay,
Well, I
yeah.
didn't even know that because I don't have cable either.
Is freeform?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay,
There's a new name.
that's good.
Cool. Well, anyway,
But yeah, that's true, Richlin.
That used to be my go-to for the holidays. Put on my little pajamas all day.
All right, so let's recap about our last episode. I thought it was very interesting. What about you?
what was interesting about it?
Just, talking about what we felt, our inner thoughts and problems that we're going through, that even though we're best friends, we know, all about each other, but, just some things that you don't really, talk about. So it was good to let it out and just tell you guys and 50 million people.
5.
What about you, Rich?
Well, I really like the conversational piece that you brought up about just, accepting your body for where it was. I know for me, that's one thing, not to get too detailed, but I have stretch marks.
You said that already.
But talking about that, it really made me feel comfortable because other women are dealing with the same issue.
Right.
And sometimes you look at the Kylie Jenners of the world and the Kim Kardashians, and they're great plastic surgeons, and you think, my gosh,
Perfect.
these, not even perfect, but if I could just have one feature, and you start to kind of doubt yourself. So for me, it was really great to
nitpick.
you're a beautiful woman, and so is Hawa, and you guys both have different characteristics. And because I'm your friend, I don't really notice the physical, but I know when I step outside of this comfort zone, that really hits me hard. So just to have a group of women who are talking about just kind of the same thing that I'm going through, I'm dealing with, makes me not feel alone.
Right.
So at least if we could give that to somebody that's listening, I think that was the biggest thing for me, is being able to pour back into our people. You look beautiful. You're great. You're
it's okay to have, different parts of you that you don't really like, but that's what makes you,
Yeah.
Would you guys do the gratitude jar?
Yikes. Honestly, no, I didn't. I really didn't. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah, I didn't do a jar because I didn't want to find one.
But you had a jar.
You really gotta keep us
A
up
little
to date on,
tiny jar that-
kidding.
Oh, the jar.
Yeah.
I don't know where I put that, honestly.
I actually have a jar in the house.
I
No, I
just wrote it
still
on my
have that
phone.
jar. How
I
I
just
did
wrote it
was.
on my phone. It was okay. I think the first couple of days was kind of awkward, but then it got easier as it went on. I don't know if I'll continue it on my phone. I'll probably get a journal just for that. So
I still, continue with my self-talk in the car. And especially
I can
no,
be what I want to be. If I work hard at it, I'll be where I want to be.
they're back.
no,
But yeah,
I think
every week is really stressful for me. When it comes Monday, I'm like, oh gosh, I'm dreading the week. So all the things that I have to do, especially Sunday nights too, and I have online homework, everything is due, and so it's really good to continue doing that.
I think for me it was kind of reflecting back on the episode and just thinking about, we talked a lot about self-esteem and stuff, and I'm just really thinking how we all promise to really take time to work on ourselves, privately, not on the podcast. And I'm just this is all part of that work,
Right.
So I really like that topic, and I hope we can revisit it again and maybe look at it from a different perspective, but I thought it was definitely a great episode.
Yeah. I didn't take the opportunity to actually do the homework, and that's one thing I definitely, want to do. So maybe I didn't do it last episode, but I'll take time to actually do it before this upcoming episode. You said at first it was kind of weird, and then it kind of...
Well, as you said today, I was useless. No. Sorry, I mean useful. No, but to kind of think about your day and kind of wind down at the end of the day and say what good qualities, what did I feel about myself today? So I thought it was it was helpful.
Yourself.
I think I want to play around with it and see what other ways I can do it. I just did it on my phone, but I feel if I can physically write it, it will have a little more power.
Or say out loud too.
Yeah, yell at myself in the mirror
every morning. Know yourself.
know your wealth.
I may not do it in that sense, but I work with a large group of people. And one of the things that I'm starting to learn is like I actually have to not be as sensitive when people bring things up to me, just being in like a semi-managerial type of position. Yeah. And one of the things I really used to do was when people used to bring up issues that they had with me personally, I'd really beat myself up, like, wait, messing up, like just negative self-talk. And one of the things I know, like probably in the last couple of weeks that I've started to realize that makes a great manager is just being able to accept responsibility, even if it's not yours. You know, it's kind of been trickling into other areas too, where even like I made somebody feel some type of way, and I didn't realize it, and they brought it up to me. In fact, they didn't really bring it up to me. Like the way that they were acting was different. And when we had a conversation, it wasn't until like that conversation when they told me like this is how I'm acting, and they didn't bring it up in the most positive way, but I knew that in them bringing up that conversation, like I had one or two ways I could react, or I could actually just listen and take in what they're saying and be proactive and apologize and kind of work through things together. And so like right now, that's kind of where I am in my own personal growth and development. So in my job, I think that's where I'm really seeing the changes, is being okay with people saying, Richlin, there's things that you need to work on, and not taking it to heart, but then also knowing that there are times where that is truthful and input, and to actually make the changes necessary to be able to work with a large group of people. So for me, that's what I'm discovering.
Or maybe they're just too sensitive. I'm kidding.
Mom, the first week, that's what I was thinking.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, y'all sensitive. Like, this is just a job.
Not to make this segment longer, but I think for me personally, the times that I've been criticized are the times that I've grown the most and become a better person. So it's hard to take it, at face value. You kind of get defensive and all that stuff. But, sometimes people are just sensitive, or they're trying to get at you, but there's always a little bit of truth in it. You can grow from that. So. Yeah.
Just adding on to what Hawa said, I feel like for me it would be like defeat when I feel like, I've given it my all, and I just, especially when I feel like I'm giving it my all, and then it's not working, and I just beat myself up like, you could have done better, you could have, so it's okay to, not always get it right. It's okay to be defeated and just, push yourself back up and try again, or try other ways to, get there. So that's something I'm still working on too.
Right. Even in our podcast, like, it doesn't always work. We have to work at it, and it's not still perfect, but just don't keep pushing. That's all we're saying. So know yourself and know your worth.
Love yourself.
Oh, sorry.
Love your worth.
Know yourself. Sorry, Drake.
I know. But Dottie's like someplace like angry at us. It's know yourself.
Okay. Awesome. Let's transition into our icebreaker. So I have a really interesting icebreaker. Okay. I didn't tell you guys what it was. So when you hear it, just answer honestly, then I have a follow-up. Okay. Based on your answer. Okay?
Okay.
So the question is, what is the first thing you wash when you get into the shower?
Oh my gosh.
My face.
Okay, Melissa says face. What do you say?
The first thing I wash?
Yeah.
I start off with my neck.
Really?
Yeah. Like every time I'm like my neck is the first thing for whatever reason.
For me, it's my armpits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So now it's going to tell you what that means.
Oh
my God!
You're a filthy animal.
Okay, face. This is what face means. Money is important to you, and you will do anything to I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. It says money is important to you, and you will do anything to get it. Integrity and dignity is not important. You feel that friends are there to be used. And life is one big hassle.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! I didn't read this ahead of time.
That is not me, guys.
It really pegged.
They don't actually have neck on here. I'll just go with chest, because that's the same thing, right? Neck and chest, kind of similar.
So, yeah, it's close.
Chest, you are a practical person, straightforward, and do not beat around the bush. Lies. I don't know why face is so like.
Why is it so like evil?
No, the person who wrote this has a vendetta
against me.
Okay, armpits. You are a dependable and hardworking person.
Yeah, I want read this before.
I was like, armpits.
Generally, a very popular person, as you are very down to earth and willing to help others. I swear.
Why am I the
bitch? I'll read the other ones for other people. Here, artistic type daydreaming is your hobby, but you can achieve what most other people cannot. Money is not important. Friends are, but only intellectuals and fellow artistic types. Privates. Shy type, you lack self-confidence and tend to be bullied by others.
Oh my gosh!
You do not have lots of friends.
Which one is that?
Privates. You do not have lots of friends, as others find you boring and unattractive.
Oh my gosh!
Perseverance is not your strength.
Oh my
And you
gosh.
tend to give up easily. And at the first opportunity.
Thank God I didn't pick that one.
And then shoulder. A born loser. You fail in everything that you do.
So armpit is like the only one.
Armpit's the only thing.
The only one that's like positive.
I swear I didn't read it because I've done this before, but not from this website. So when it popped out, I just picked that one. I'm like, whatever, I read it when we get there. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll finish shoulder. A boring loser, you fail at everything you do. People dislike you and you tend to spend your time alone. Your type have been known to be heavy gamblers and drinkers. You see the world as a living hell?
Oh my
I
god.
can't do this website.
That Rob Kardashian. I'm kidding.
Wow.
He has a real problem, guys. He has a real problem. Sorry.
So that wraps up the icebreaker.
Oh my-
I told you it was a good one.
Well, that did not describe me at all. Just so I clarify all those to the listeners.
Actually, Hawa actually ended up a piece of paper saying what we should say. So
Right, she ended up and said we should pick
Yeah.
face and neck.
Yep.
So that's what we did.
Not laugh. Okay, anyway. That wraps up the icebreaker.
And for this week's Black Girl Magic, it's gonna be, drum roll please, Michelle Obama. And Michelle Obama is the 44th First Lady of the United States and the wife of U.S. President Barack Obama. Prior to her role as First Lady, she was a lawyer, Chicago City Administrator, and community outreach worker.
Wow.
So, I know, isn't she amazing? But I just kind of want to talk a little bit. I'm sure, we all know about what Michelle Obama has done for the community and just being First Lady. I just want to talk about what she personally represents for me. She really represents hope, seeing a president and seeing his wife and also being a black woman and seeing their kids. Yeah. It's not something that we grew up seeing, right? So to see them in the White House, for me, it just... I remember you sharing something about how it was like an overwhelming thing for you, just kind of to see them. For me, it's just, it's so, I can't even put into words like the feeling. You guys know when you just feel so happy and overjoyed to see something in someone? That's how I feel about Michelle Obama. She's such a positive figure for black women.
And to know it's so real, too.
Yeah, like
it's not a show.
Since this woman's been in office, there's not been any, issues with her. Yeah, slip-ups. I mean, she's an amazing speaker. She's an amazing partner to the president. When I see Barack Obama, I see a separate entity, with his wife, Michelle. True. She's not somebody that's underneath him, and she's somebody that's a partner. And I think it's so amazing to see that dynamic in a couple.
I like that.
Even in a black couple, it raises your spirits. And yes, Barack Obama created and represent, and not created, but he represents hope. But so does his wife, just as equally as him.
Adding on to what you say, even the past first ladies, they're always so
stiff
just
and proper.
Set back. It's not that. It's just they're
not in the forefront.
Yeah, they're just always behind their husband or just not at the side, but just so quiet. They don't she's more open and she loves to have fun, and you can see it's real. It's not just you're the first lady so you have to do she's herself. And other first ladies I honestly, have not seen that. So it's good that you chose her to. It's good you chose her to be, Black Girl Magic for, this week episode.
Yeah, even after those pictures came out, remember, a week ago?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. They were plastered over her face, so they're gonna I have to log out. This is too much.
And when they dress up for a ball.
Oh my gosh.
They're on fire.
Fire.
They gay. When we saw Michelle Obama, First Lady Obama, they gay yet? Did you yet?
When we meet her, she's like, okay.
No, but good choice for Black Girl Magic.
Thank you.
And I feel like it's really on point with the election around the corner. She's really been campaigning for Hillary.
Yes.
Kind of rallying up the stragglers, the people who, black
and
women,
getting people to vote.
All women and other men, and just because she's really right now, she has the highest ratings.
People are can't she run for president?
Yeah. I saw something on Facebook. It was a meme, and it said, "I don't care if Michelle Obama's campaign slogan is kind,
I saw that.
Low, like,
I'm voting for her. I saw that one. I saw that.
I'm a vote.
Gosh.
Oh god.
So, no, I saw that one too. It's funny.
My
Definitely.
jaw hurts from laughing.
Mine just started.
The episode just started. No, but let's talk about our hot topic this week. We're going to be talking about the election. So, I mean, with election season and everything, there's a lot of commentary. I guess that's the right word. But what are the issues that are most important to you guys? Kind of following the election. What issues stand out to you? What issues matter?
I definitely say immigration.
I would be throwing shade.
You guys should see all the different eyeballs I was giving me right now.
Her mouth, her nose, like
She literally has a banner in her chest that says immigration. Richlin, you first. I'm like, okay.
With a big arrow.
And I just want to connect with the listeners because some of you guys aren't citizens. Okay, Mom. Thank God you got Mom, Pa. Anyway. I'm just kidding.
Oh, boy, America.
You're born America. Okay. Since I know it's just Halloween, we can all be where we want to be. I just got to be Halloween. You're American born kid.
Rich, I gave question.
What issues matter, Richlin?
I would definitely say immigration. And it weighs heavily on me because I'm not a U.S. citizen, and also too that could probably be one of the reasons why maybe the election hasn't been as important for me. I haven't been following it as much. Mm-hmm. At first I didn't really see myself staying here long. And, I thought, well, I'm just going to leave the country, maybe, even go back home. And I thought to myself, voluntarily. And then I realized, I haven't been.
It's too easy.
She's just cut out my life. But then I realized, you know what? I haven't been back home in a long time. I don't even know if I'll like it. There's so many different things. So for me to be like, if I go back, that's not an issue. That's a dang lie. If I went back, it would be like a foreign land to me because I haven't been there since God knows when. I would have family, but it would be different because all my friends are here. My identity, I've created it here. So, not to say I couldn't go travel for fun, but to go back to Africa unwillingly, that would be a very scary situation. So for me, the immigration really does stick. Is really important to my heart, and even the people who I know, because a lot of my friends aren't citizens. So this election's huge. Ooh. Most I know you just got your citizenship last year, and that's exciting. That's great. I know you paid the $600. I know that you did the whole thing, the whole Migaro. I'm kidding. I just keep dropping.
You better start saving for it.
Yeah, I know, Ma. I got my little civils. But yeah, that's one of the issues that's important to me. What about you?
For me, it'll have to be healthcare. I didn't really pay attention to, healthcare when Obama was running for president. Mm-hmm. But now having 2 kids and it's going to the, clinic every 2 seconds and just the cost it's heavy, it's ridiculous. And it's coming out of your paycheck and it's even for medication. Oh my gosh, for tiny drops of medication, you'd be surprised by how much they cost. So for me, I feel like that's something that's really heavy and big when it comes to, the presidential race. I feel like I want someone who can actually help me out, who's actually looking out for me, and the cost of how much I'm paying, and even if it's just the emergency room, you'll be surprised by how much it costs, and you're there for hours.
I'm not surprised.
So for me, that's something that's I'm really looking at the most, through this whole thing. What about you, Hawa?
I have a couple of issues that are really important. I think for me the main thing is criminal justice reform. Mm-hmm. There's been a lot of talk, especially during the debates and stuff, about police brutality, our prison system where we have, everybody incarcerated that's moving, So reforming criminal justice is really important to me. Education. Mm-hmm. My sister's about to go to college, and I don't want her to leave with, $6 million in debt. Right. So, so I think with issues coming up about free college and, helping people with student loans, reducing student loans, those kind of things are really important. And then also, I agree with healthcare because the Obamacare is very helpful.
It definitely is.
So I would hate for it to be repealed because technically I can stay on my parents' insurance until I'm 26. Mm-hmm. And I have a long way to 26. So I don't want that to be cut off because, like Melissa said, it's expensive. My parents have great insurance, so I don't have to pay any out-of-pocket costs. It's not coming out of my paycheck. I can just stay on there.
Girl.
Stay on there, until I get married. So, yeah. Those are the topics that are really important to me.
Until you get married?
Because if you're under 26 and you get married, you can't stay on your parents' insurance. But
wow, single.
Single till 26 for the insurance benefits.
No, definitely I would have to say insurance because even my mom, like, it was a struggle, for her to get insurance because last year, when they started the when they started the Obamacare, she was, eligible for it. But now this year she tried to renew it and they said she can't get it, and trying to get insurance, from her job, it's a lot for her, So it's like, are we going to have someone who's actually going to try to help, the middle class and try to make sure that they're getting what they need? Or are they just bullshitting and talking like they usually do,
Politics,
So that's something that's, that's really heavy to me. Like,
yeah. And I think, like, with all the... Because, I mean, not, like, all elections are not, like... This election is especially special because there's a lot of, like, back and forth.
Yeah.
And sometimes the issues don't really get talked about because at the end of the day, we're talking about what Donald Trump did or what Hillary Clinton emails are doing this week.
You see him for Halloween, somebody dressed up as Hillary Clinton's emails.
And Donald Trump. Oh, they did?
And then there was a woman who dressed up like Hillary Clinton's emails, and then there was a woman who was literally burning the emails in a red pantsuit.
Oh my gosh.
Saying, let's get rid of these. And I laughed,
Yeah, so all those things, I mean, not that they're not important. I think they should be talked about, whatever, but it's like it's overshadowing some of those other issues that are really going to be impacting people's lives, depending on how the president sways. Or even some other issues that I really like, who the next Supreme Justice is going to be. That's really an important thing. That's not really, I mean, it's talked about, but no one remembers that. Remember, Donald Trump, like, cussed Hillary on stage.
That's because he never answers any of the questions they ask him. Like, he always turns it back. He always turns it back to her. Like, he always blames her. He blames her or he blames Obama. Like, and it's just so, like, you guys already know who I'm voting for.
I think it's even more frustrating because Donald Trump, I mean, he gets away with a lot in the media and just in life, we talk about, last time we talked about white privilege and all this different stuff, but Donald Trump takes it to a whole new level. That video that was leaked about him grabbing women's vaginas.
Or even talking about his daughter. Did you guys see that one? If his daughter wasn't his daughter, he would date her because she's...
That was like from years ago.
I know, but still, like,
those things are
that's
still
creepy, Hawa. That's like when your dad says something to you, like...
Is it creepy or is society telling you?
In your eyes.
So that leads to my question. Do you think a president must have prior political experience to lead a country?
I never really ever thought about that. I think so. Only because, not that you need to be like a veteran in politics, because honestly, even Obama hadn't been a senator for that long before he ran for president. But you have to have experience in community building at least. Something, because even if you don't have the direct experience, you have to know how to work the system. You have to know how to work with other countries, like the way... I mean, this is what they always say on TV. The way Donald Trump, like, explodes and makes irrational decisions and is just outbursting. When we're in talks with other countries, how is that going to play out? He doesn't have really... And not to even give him, just him, but anyone.
Holy Ghost fire, the demon.
Sorry. If anyone is running for president, they should obviously have some kind of experience. The same way I'll go for a job interview. Yeah. And I'm going to go... interview for a surgeon. Never been to medical school, but hey, let's see how this works out. You have to have prior experience, honestly,
right.
Because that's how every other job is in this country. Now you have to have a track record because, if somebody has great ideas and they have, like, rational, plans and decisions, making skills and all those kind of things, obviously I think we can give them a chance, but zero at all, nothing. Like, I don't think so. I think you have to have businesses.
What about you, Richlin?
No, I definitely agree with you, Hawa, and about just having prior experience. Just because I was going to use that job application one, that job interview one, like the surgeon one. But yeah, I don't think you could run for office, right? The president of the United States, maybe in other areas that may work, but I mean, you're responsible for millions of lives. You think about when presidents actually launch people into war. Would you trust one candidate over another to send your child to war? You know, like those kind of things kind of weigh on my heart because I understand, you know, you want to make a difference, but also too being aware that education and having that background and that experience also plays a role in order for you to run and do your job effectively. You know,
right, and just knowing how things already work.
Yeah,
and not having to go in there and have the blueprint. You know, and you have to read through all the blueprints.
Exactly. Like when I have even meetings at work that I don't prepare for, like just my heart just starts to race.
Feel unprepared.
You know, so I can only imagine when you have to make a cutthroat decision about, you know, this subject or that subject and how you're gonna go about it. You know, one of the things is we can talk about Hillary Clinton, but she's been in the White House before. You know, her husband's been in the White House before, so she has that experience. Now, would I say Hillary Clinton would be my first choice? Probably not, but I know the woman has the experience and the know-how to be able to run a country. You know, not and out of my feelings out of the way. You know, maybe I don't connect with Hillary Clinton on that woman-to-woman level. You know, there's those memes. Was it on the Stephen Colbert?
By woman or woman to woman?
I just like the way that she comes off is just very stiff. You know, like Michelle Obama is very likable, very, you know, she's just a person
you feel like she's closed?
Yeah, I feel like she's closed off, and also, too, some parts of her feel inauthentic, you know, but that's just my feeling. I don't know the woman, but I know that she's cut out for the job, and I know even that feeling, I know that she's ready for the position. Right. Same thing at work. I know there's some people I don't really connect with, but I know if it came time for them to take that position and lead a project in our you know company, that they'd be able to run it effectively, even if I don't like the way they come off. And that's one thing I can definitely say.
You know the thing with Hillary and her how she comes off or whatever. To me, it's just like it's because of the job she's doing. Like, you know, being in politics is male dominated. You have to be. You know, as a woman, you see how she dresses, very gender neutral.
Did you see her heels?
Almost 7 years away. Hold on,
I'm saying, but those heels.
Your whole face turned to a lemon drop.
The woman is 70 years old.
Gosh, I'm sorry, even though we get serious here, but they've been making like hella fun out of her heels.
They've been doing the same thing about Donald too, like that hairpiece.
I mean, but that hairpiece, we know him before even he tried to be president. You know, it's like it goes way back. But her heels, and like Hawa said, the way she dressed,
she's very aware of like how because she has to be. You know, as a woman in a male-dominated space, you can't even really come off as yourself because we always try to compare, like people compare her to Michelle Obama, and I think that's unfair because Michelle Obama's never really been in politics. Yeah, she's a lawyer. You know what I mean? She's the president's wife right now. Of course, she's doing things and pushing initiatives and things that help the country, but she doesn't have to. She's not representing anyone. Yeah, that's true. She's not voted into that office, you know? So it's just like, yeah. I agree. Like, I don't personally connect to Hillary Clinton, but I understand
Michelle Obama also spoiled a little bit for Hillary. Why? Because she's so likable.
Yeah,
she's
so.
I know she's so.
But that's always gonna happen. You know, people are always gonna try to put them against each other and be like, well, why can't she dress like this, or who's her stylist, or who's her makeup artist?
But that's just being a woman in general. You know?
Have you seen that meme? It says Hillary's been dressing like Death Row Records.
Oh yeah, they had Tupac there too, where she dressed as Tupac and.
Oh my god. Was it Tupac?
Suge Knight.
Sugar Knight.
But she went on the Breakfast Club with Charlamagne and them, and they showed her the meme,
which is weird. Like, I don't know. Like,
when we talking about it, you can talk about that. They showed her the meme of like her next to Tupac, to Snoop, and next to Suge Knight, and she goes, "Oh yeah, I get." Everything from Death Row Couture. Like, she said something like that. She didn't even understand it was a record.
Oh, my God.
I'm like,
you gotta love Hillary.
Hillary's like that old lady that lives down the street who, like, wants to be hip, but doesn't.
She just shouldn't. Like,
she wants to get you.
No, she doesn't. Or you guys, I don't know. It's just...
She's like that nurse who like wants to know everything, but she just want to get a Band-Aid and get out.
Like Richlin said to me, is becoming like fake. Like she's just don't do too much, you know. Just be yourself, and she
gotta win those votes.
I know, but still, like obviously people know like it's not real. Like you gotta do this, and even that interview or whatever she did with Mary J. Blige, and Mary J. Blige is singing, and she just said you could see her face, and she's trying to be so You know, she's trying to be, because it's supposed to be like an emotional thing, and she's trying to be so serious, and her face,
and they shot him 6 times.
And you can just see Hillary's face, like she's so into it. It's like, when have you listened to like slow jams or R&B? Like, you know, you don't listen to that. So why are you even associating? Like, all of that, I just feel like it's extra. You don't need to, like, she's like, yes.
That's what I mean, like that authenticity. I think she's.
No,
I'm saying, like, you know, maybe she's mastered politics, but, you know, mastering the art of making people feel like you're authentic is maybe what's missing for her. Mm-hmm. You know, like any politician, people have to connect with you on that deeper level.
Do you think it's because she's a woman, she's more highly scrutinized? Because honestly, like let's take Barack Obama out of it, because I feel like when people do that authenticity thing, they use him, but like whatever. But let's use all the other presidents, right? Like, how authentic was Bush? How authentic was, like, Bill Clinton?
Bush
even?
real,
you know what I mean? Like,
sure.
These men, like, they just have to be, because men are perceived to be charming, you know, and we don't judge them as much. And I'm not, like, rude. I'm just playing devil advocate because I feel like Hillary's a robot. But, like, that's a different conversation. But, like, it's just, I think people scrutinize her more because she is a woman. There's higher expectations, right? Mm-hmm. If she's too warm, then, now woman too soft. Oh, this is a librarian versus commenting. Now woman too soft. Well, should I be able to make high decisions?
Do Black American now?
If she's too cold, though. If she's
white people.
If she's too cold, then, you know, if she's too cold, then it's, she's
Asian.
not.
Oh, my God. She was not
No, but I'm saying if she's too cold, then it's, she's inauthentic. If she's too warm, she's too soft to make those decisions, you know? So it's like...
But I think she can be in between. I don't think she has to be a robot.
Well, I think I feel like after she gets the presidency, maybe that'll change.
She'll settle into the role. She'll settle
because she has to, like, she doesn't want to be dying for this spot.
Yeah, this has been her dream forever.
So it's
but then why not be real from the beginning? Why not just... I understand what Hawa is saying. Like, she has to, you know, be firm. She has to, you know, be one of the guys. You know, she has to keep her head level and keep straight and not be too soft. But at the same time, you want people to vote for you. You want people to be like, yes, I can trust her. I can, you know, she's very open. She, you know, she's likable. So now...
Did she go to Charlamagne and say, she fake?
Because she at least gets the information, or let her tell her ahead of time and joke like me tell, so she knows what to look for. You know, like,
at least. Here's how I feel with Donald Trump, right?
Mom, can we just
no? Here, this is it's just kind of on the topic of Hillary, right? I feel like Donald Trump, he's showing his true colors. He's just. He's not cut out to be a president, period. It's my opinion, you know? Yeah. And what you see is what you get with Donald, a hothead, a fireball, whatever it is, right? So that's what he is. I think with Hillary, what's missing is, you know, that trust factor. And we're talking about this woman, like, just coming off and being herself, you know? But like you're talking about Hawa, maybe it's because she's a woman, she's scrutinized. You know, if Hillary does soften up, will they feel like she's tough enough to be president? Yeah. You know, if Hillary is, you know, she's too super tough, you know, she could be a man, you know? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, for me, if this is Hillary, like, finding her balance in the middle, I guess, like, maybe for me, it's as a woman, because... And women judge other women the worst. Harder, they're the hardest. So yes, do I judge Hillary harder because she's a woman? I expect more. Yes, you know. And is that fair for her? No. And I think that's kind of where the conversation's going. We expect her to be a little bit more welcoming, more wholesome, you know. And this is what, like we said last, we got to accept yourself, right? It's like accept this could be her.
I feel like she's going to always be compared to Bill or Obama.
And her husband was
charming. Well, I don't...
too. And both those men are very charming men.
Yeah.
You know, so...
We know what Bill is.
Sorry. I kind of have a question that's a little bit connected to this. Because, you know, kind of the question you asked about, do you think a president should have some political background? Mm-hmm. You know, do you think that Hillary's where she's at or has made it this far? Because there's a notion in the media and other places that she's only getting this far because her opponent's a Dumbo. You know, like, Dumbo. That he's, you know, incompetent. Yeah. And he's, like, overtly racist and saying all these things.
I will hope so.
So, what do you think about that? Do you think it's that because she's running against Donald Trump, or do you think she would have achieved the same type of success if it had been someone who was competent?
Part of me agree that she's gotten this far because her, you know, her opposite person is a dumbass. And part of me do feel like she still would have gotten far even if, you know, it was somebody else, because we know Hillary to have, you know, a background experience on politics. We know that she knows what she's doing. She knows what she's talking about. But at the same time, it's like we don't really have any option now because it's just she and dumbass running. So it's like, okay, aka Donald Trump. Let me say his name and not be rude. But, you know, we do know that he doesn't know what he's talking about. He has no experience in it. He doesn't answer any of the questions they ask him. He blames her for everything or blames Obama for everything. So I do feel like it is because her opponent is Donald Trump, but at the same time, if it would have been somebody else, I feel like she would have gotten far too, because she knows the whole, you know, debate. She knows what she's talking about. She has plans. She knows what she wants, you know?
Exactly. What about you, Richlin?
I don't like to play in a fantasy world, so I'm kidding.
Get to your point.
No, but I mean, of course, if she was running against anybody else, maybe it'd be a little bit harder, you know. But I only know the person she's running against right now, which is Donald Trump, you know. And so for me, I feel like, yeah, if you put anybody against Hillary, the race could have been different, you know. But the person that we have right now is the person that she's running against. Right. So, I guess for me, I like to keep it real simple. Yeah, it probably would have been different, you know? Yeah. Like, God forbid, like, Michelle Obama had political experience. I'd be scared, you know, for her. But Hillary has the upper hand right now, you know. She's more experienced. Even if it was somebody else, she would still go off that experience, right? Yeah. You know, she's been in the White House. She's seen her husband work. She's been in politics for years.
She's seen him cheat. You know all that.
Almost is like the shade room on the floor.
Sorry. Continue.
Yeah. So
that was
pretty much that was it.
What about you, Hawa?
I don't know. I don't know a Republican nominee that really could have rivaled Hillary Clinton. And maybe they are, because I don't follow Republican politics enough to know. But I really don't think anybody would have rivaled her. Who, like Ricky Rubio? No, sorry, that's the basketball player.
I was gonna say what's that guy from New Jersey?
Who?
The
fat one?
Yeah, what's his name?
I know you're talking about. Oh my god!
I thought he was gonna go far too.
The man's he's just extra. I can't remember his name.
Yeah,
but. Like, who was going to go against her? Rudy Giuliani? Like, really, who's going to go against Hillary from the Republican Party that's a strong enough candidate to rally up the troops, you know?
Right.
Like, Donald Trump is appealing to a lot of people because, you know, they say he's real. Which I don't really see being racist as real. Unless you are racist, I don't know.
But, I mean, like, he's not...
It's not sugarcoating it.
Yeah, you know, like, he's not hiding it to say, you know, whereas they would try to, like you said, sugarcoat, or, you know, we're not racist, we just, you know, but
just hate you.
Right? You know, he's real about it.
You know, the event that we went to, Hawa, who was the speaker again? Okay. Yeah. So when Van Jones was talking about how, you know, he didn't want the kids on campus to be safe, you know, he wanted them to kind of get that building ground there, you know, to be able to say... Real. I know, when Rich is about to get real. Get that building ground, to be able to say what they want to say right then and there at the campus versus when, you know, they're out in their jobs and whatnot, right? Yeah. And that's how I feel about this election. You know, it's time. I'm glad that Donald Trump is
showing his true colors.
Yeah, because it just shows how racist, like, there is a racist America. And people have been hiding it for the longest time, you know, and I know for me, when I used to look into YouTube, I've never seen so many racist comments like I did under YouTube videos of black people, you know? And so, like, to see this outcry for Donald Trump, there's nothing really special about this guy. He says what he says. He's talking about groping women. He's not
the blacks.
Yeah, but that's what's special. You say there's nothing special about him, but that's what makes him special. That these are what some Americans are thinking, and he's just saying it for them. So it's like
all those Republicans.
He's that YouTube uncut, like the person on. He's the face of that
BT uncut.
No, my God! Like,
no, but
he's YouTube uncut.
He's able, because he's not really coming from a political background. He doesn't have that, like,
filter.
Not even the filter, but like the politically correct lingo that kind of tricks people into thinking that you care about them.
Yeah,
you know.
He and just says what comes to his.
Donald Trump, really, like, I don't agree with anything he says for the most part, but like sometimes in the debates he'll say things like, "Oh, like when he's talking about the blacks, the Hispanics,
the blacks, Chicago
people, like, you get out there, you get shot."
Like, that's the only, sorry to cut you off, that's like the only city he always bring up about black Chicago. Like, Chicago's everything. Chicago's hell. Chicago's this. I'm just like, have you lived in Chicago?
I have Trump Towers there. It's dangerous. I don't like it. It's horrible. The blacks are taking over. Next question.
They're dying on the streets. Like,
let me tell you. tremendous.
That is so true. That is his word. Oh my gosh.
No, but he I don't even know what I was talking about. No, something he said, he was saying like, he was talking to black people, he was saying basically the Democrats come around, they say they're gonna do all these nice things, just talk. And I mean, that's not really a lie. Yeah. Like, Donald Trump's a fool, but like he's bringing things to the forefront that actually,
you know how to point out to other people in their role.
Like I said, it's locker room talk. We're moving on.
But like Hawa said, it's true. What he's pointing out, what Democrats
are failing black people.
Yeah.
You know, so anyway, but that's it.
Who would you pick if you could pick any two candidates
to run?
Yeah, to run for presidency. Your choice. There's no limits on this.
Well, then why didn't you just pick a president?
What?
Well, I mean,
like an
interesting election that you'd like to see. I mean, I know that this one's interesting, but if you're too, if you want to say, bring Tupac back from the dead, it's up to you. That's,
I would say Kanye West.
I didn't see that coming at all.
And Michelle Obama. Because, Kanye probably loves Michelle, so it would just be like...
Well, you should have said Beyonce and Kanye.
No, because I feel like it would just be a really interesting election. And they're both from Chicago.
Oh my gosh.
Which is dangerous. It's a tremendous city, but
hell.
It's dangerous.
Black people are dying. They're killing each other with guns.
Let me tell you, you walk down the street, you get shot.
You literally sound like it was kind of creepy. That's a little creepy, Hawa. It needs to stop. What about you? I'm still thinking Richlin, so.
No, my guy, go.
No, I'm still thinking. I don't know yet.
Okay. Well, how are you still mine for Michelle Obama? She would win in my head.
Kanye fans rally around him. He wins.
But then the other person too that would be. Sorry, this is what we have to deal with. I didn't pick anybody. Oh, this was the other person I had. Michelle Obama and oh my gosh, why is my mind going blank right now? The emails that Hillary Clinton sent about this guy, but I can't remember his name. That we all believe that should have won for the Democratic.
Oh, Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders would be a live woman show.
But it's just for fun, right?
It's just for fun. I was actually I was so shocked. There was a meme that
I thought he was gonna actually.
Yeah, there was a meme on Facebook saying, who voted for Hillary? I don't know anyone that was, and I honestly did. Everybody that I knew,
yeah,
Bernie was going for Bernie. So I didn't know
she won by 3.5 million votes.
I know, but I'm saying
no, you did not know.
No, I'm not I know, but I'm saying for me, in my group of people I'm talking to.
Oh yeah,
without the votes,
yeah,
it just almost seemed like that meme.
She wasn't even in my radar.
Yeah,
I knew Hillary would. I wanted Bernie to win, but I knew Hillary would. Yeah. Because Bernie was too far left for the Democratic Party.
Okay, so who I would pick, Rihanna and Chris Brown.
I can run it. I'm going to run this election.
Mr. DJ Pandani replay.
That's her,
Mama. But yes, that's who I would pick. Oh, that would be a good election. There'll be shots fired every day. Chris Brown's so emotional. I can only imagine.
He light skinned.
Stay away from those light. I'm kidding.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I saw this post on Facebook, right? It was saying it's a very radical post. It was saying our folks don't even matter. Why we voted?
I saw multiple statuses. Somebody that we even know said that they weren't gonna vote because
for true?
Because they just felt like their vote wouldn't matter.
What do you think about that?
So I was the same way until we went to the.
So you got your pippos?
Yes. Oh, you have it. She walk you who? No, I was the same one too. Went to that speaker last week, Van Jones. That saying what he said to me, what I said earlier, you know, find somebody or vote for somebody who, right. To me, I was really like stuck. I'm like, I'm not even gonna vote because I felt that way. I feel like my vote is not gonna matter. I don't like Hillary. I don't feel like she's real, like we, you know, talked about. I don't feel like she's gonna be a good president. I don't think anything is gonna move when she becomes president. And then
this is how she felt before.
With this is before with Van Vicker. What if mainly with Donald Trump?
Van Jones.
With Donald Trump, I'm just like, that's not even a question that I'm even gonna vote for him. So I was just stuck in the middle. Like I'm just like, I'm not gonna vote. So hearing him, you know, talk and. For him to say that, it's like, wow, that really means something. Like, you know, I actually do need to vote because maybe when she hear our cry or hear what we have to say.
Should I usually be the White House wrap up?
Maybe when she hear or see something, it would change her heart or change something in her, you know. So for him to say that, I think that's what made a difference for me to actually vote. Other than that, I honestly was not gonna vote because I was just stuck. Like, you know, I knew I wasn't gonna vote for her. But I was just like, is my vote really going to matter? Like, you know, I was really stuck. But hearing, you know, Van Jones speak, it just... No,
I totally agree. I think I knew Hillary was movable, but I never thought about it in that way. Yeah. Because after Bernie lost, she was more moderate than he was, and he was very on the left side. But some of his ideas, she adopted them, and she was willing to kind of negotiate and change her campaign a little bit to accommodate. Maybe it was to get votes, accommodate young people, whatever it was. But at least she's willing to do that. Right. That was his point. Like, maybe she's not the person you want 100%, and who's really going to rival Michelle Barack besides his wife Michelle.
We know who I really want to vote for.
But. You know, she's somebody who at least is rational and will hear you out. Even if she doesn't go with it, she'll hear you out.
Right.
At least you can have a
and that's
seat
what
at
stuck
the table
with me.
like Solange.
Go check out her album. It's really good. Anyways, what about you?
I think that you have reason to believe that your votes don't matter. If you think about it on a large scale, all these millions and millions of people going to go vote, and my little vote, you know, how could it possibly matter the grand scheme of things, you know? Bush and Gore. So that's an example right there. I know that you don't feel, I know that some people don't feel like it matters. And for me, I mean, Mauna don't matter.
Wow, I can't take around this.
That's what I'm actually talking about, but that's really what I said. I'm like, why really am I talking?
My Rich is still
but it's good to hear what if you could vote.
Really, the only thing holding you back is being right. You're beefing citizens.
You're actually really you holding yourself back. I know you but anyway, you know what was your view? What did you say?
No, but I mean, it's understandable to feel that way. I think even if you feel like your vote doesn't matter, to, you know, let that be your own personal thing. Like, just like when you're raising kids, maybe you feel like maybe certain conversations don't matter, but then you see the outcome of the kids when they're grown-ups.
Right.
You know, and you know, those small little things, those small conversations that you had day by day built this person that you see today. And it's the same thing with votes. All those people coming into, you know, all those people coming to vote and put... makes a difference because that's going to shape the country for where it is tomorrow. Yeah. You know?
But some people, the notion is, oh, well, it's electoral votes that determine the president. Why am I going out to vote? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like you said, if that's your personal view, that's totally fine. But I think,
not voting?
No, but not even not voting. Like, if you don't want to vote, that's your business. Like, that's totally fine. But I think the issue is when you make that public and you don't know who you're influencing, you know? And it's like... That can start a real big movement and potentially have, like, somebody like Donald Trump in the presidency. And, you know, of course, like, you mentioned Al Gore and George Bush. Like, Al Gore won the popular vote, but he didn't win because of the Electoral College.
Oh, you guys were in 3rd grade.
Someone else.
Yeah.
All of us were in 3rd grade.
In the case of Al Gore and George Bush, like, Al Gore won the popular vote, but he didn't win the election. Yeah. And people would be like, oh, well, then why does it even matter?
Right.
And it's like, you know, but we're not a pure democracy. And I think that's the issue. Like, we don't vote. Popular vote doesn't determine the president. Popular vote doesn't determine the president. They're like, Electoral College does, but that's based on the popular vote. So, you know, just, if you don't want to vote, keep that to yourself. So other people are not, like, influenced by it.
But I still think at least try to vote, you know, or even if you feel like, just get more information on who you're voting on. Because you're not voting is like, you're just saying, okay,
in this
Donald.
particular election, you don't really need too much information. You just gotta
but you have that. You have
videos.
while other people are trying to get that right that you already have to vote, and you're saying, "Well, I'm just gonna throw my right away." While the Mexicans are out here trying to vote.
The blacks are
The blacks are in Chicago dying trying to vote, and you're just here. Oh, I'm not voting. I just think you have that right to vote, so why not put it to use?
Definitely.
Do you really think this election will change your life directly?
Yes and no, because honestly, the president doesn't really have that much power.
Yeah, I was just gonna.
But I mean,
the Obamacare is nice though.
No, but federal politics influence state politics, influence local politics, which influences my life. So yeah, but definitely, the person we pick for president really determines what things get passed, and then those things directly affect your life all the time. Sometimes things don't go as fast at the federal level, so it doesn't feel like it's impacting your life. But some of those policies are implemented around the country, and then states interpret them how they want or whatever, but it still does impact your life. But like I said, yes or no, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just, a little bit of yes, a little bit of no. I think local politics are way more important.
I have to agree with Hawa, because it's like, even though Obama became president, people were like, oh, he did this, he did that. The main thing that actually, had a huge impact on my life was the Obamacare, So it's like we talked about earlier, what's most important to us when it comes to who's going to be president next, and healthcare is more important to me. So I feel like whoever becomes president, I just hope they can at least be consistent with that, or try to make that better for middle class or people like myself who needs healthcare and who have little ones that needs healthcare. So I would have to agree with Hawa and say yes and no on that too, because it's like partly yes, but partly no. What about you, Rich?
Well, I think yes. Even if it's a small change, I do feel like it'll impact our lives directly. And I feel like that's just, I think about if Donald Trump was elected, and with everything going on with police brutality, and, I think I'd feel even more unsafe. I mean, I feel even more unsafe, with him in office. So, yeah, I feel like even if it's a small change.
As far as, like, he won't help? Or?
Well, as far as our black men going to jail, and also to just, I don't know, with Barack Obama being in office, there's like a weird sense of freedom, Shade
again.
I would get these papers. I would get these papers.
Well, it is.
But that's been the reason why I said because
no, you said it not.
I said No, but the reason I say that is because people have criticized Obama for not being really vocal about issues that impact the black community.
I got an example, too.
So it's like, it wasn't until the Black Lives Matter, that all that action that really happened in the last maybe 18 or so months, that really pushed him to start making changes,
Well, I think that, I think then, I'm so sorry, guys. Wait.
Can I say something? Adding on to what, how I said that, people weren't agreeing with, he wasn't helping a lot of blacks out. And then, you guys know Waka Flocka, the rapper. He made a Twitter or a tweet, and he said, can't wait to see the day America gets a real black president because Obama don't count.
Who is Waka Flocka?
Yeah. He's a rapper, but
no, I'm saying
like it's
just like when Dave Chappelle said, "Where is Ja?"
what I thought was really funny was because he's on Love and Hip Hop too.
Oh my gosh, it's a stellar show.
And his the people went in on him. They shredded him. And someone said, "I can't wait for the day your wife actually gets a real husband because you're not a real one."
I can't wait until he doesn't have to.
And they just went out. So I was just confused on what did he mean by that? Like, what is? Did they feel like because Obama was black that he was just gonna be all for the black people? Or
yes, I think that's what it was.
No, not that, but like, what did they like? He was just gonna disregard everybody else and just like.
You remember that episode of Dave Chappelle when we get a black president?
Yes.
That's what the masses were expecting.
Yeah, they're expecting that skit to come alive.
Well, they were in denial, but I just wanted to add that.
But going back to that Van Jones talk, you remember? I don't know if you guys were.
That's what I was gonna bring up.
He was talking about how like the president integrity, no.
Right.
Like willingness to help people, no. But it's like this person is just to be honest, it's just a figurehead. It sucks, but that's really what it is. The president is swayed by a lot of things, and he doesn't really make decisions on his own. And even if he does, it's not.
I think they're watching.
It doesn't become law. Like, it has to go filter through Congress.
I think they're watching too much Scandal. I think that's what it is.
But even in Scandal, one hand is a prop. Fitz a prop.
Yeah.
Cyrus, Melly, Olivia, Huck. Everybody is like
in his ear and telling him what to do.
Yeah, he's just being maneuvered around. Nothing's really done.
That's the thing with America. I think people think like the president just make all these or not even America, but like majority of black people, they just feel like, oh, because Obama is in,
even black people. The people don't understand how our government works. Like,
they just feel like he's the one that makes every decision for us.
Yeah, like things will happen that's a state law and they're mad at Obama.
And like what's his name? Donald Trump said. Blame him. Sorry, Richlin, you were making a valid point and we just...
No, I don't even remember what my point was. So what I was saying is, I feel like even though Obama is a figurehead and mostly moderate, I think it's important that, like, just like Van Jones was talking about, for a president to be able to be moved,
right?
You know, and when it came to Black Lives Matter, Obama was moved, and that's what I feel like the same thing will be for Hillary too. You know, she has certain things, and even she showed, So I feel like as long as that's the forefront, I think that's what matters for a president. And life is going to go on as it continues to go on. But this is one of the biggest places that we can really make an impact with our votes.
Right.
You know,
it's like you want a president that you can be able to, I don't want to say persuade, but change them or change their, ways or the idea that they have that they think will, better the country, where they're actually listening to their, their citizens and know what their citizen wants and needs, know.
And, people really need to get involved in local politics.
Yeah.
Because those things really impact your life. Like, in the city I live in, you can't park on the street after 10. Like, Obama's not making that law.
But no blame. You know that.
But that's a very annoying city ordinance.
You know that
that's much easier to change.
Where the girl is driving the bike and she fell and she's like, oh.
Thanks, Obama.
No, it's like women blame men for everything. It's like the states blame Obama for everything. She fell off her bike and fell into a mud. She's like, I hate men.
Thanks, Obama.
So I agree with Hawa. We need to get into our local, politics and know what actually going on in our own cities.
I think for me it's just
like I would have parked and got a ticket.
I think that's where it's gonna start for me
to get your citizenship.
But yeah, I think that wraps up our episode, or our hot topic rather. So let's transition
into our questions.
We got no questions this week.
Oh really?
Yeah, so let's just move on. Oh, by the way, people, send your questions to the Palava Hut podcast at gmail.com or on Tumblr at the Palava Hut podcast.tumblr.com, or you can DM us on Instagram. No more.
At the Palava Hut.
Yeah, at the Palava Hut. Facebook at the Palava Hut. Twitter at the Palava Hut. Please, no more DMs trying to get in with Melissa.
Yeah. Please, I'm not
tired of reading those. What I get? No more Melissa. I like her. Hey, sir, here's a link to our podcast. Well, Melissa not gonna reply. So.
I told you.
Gotta get a mixed breed.
Behold.
I was gonna say the other part, but I'm like, wait.
But yeah, strictly about the Palava Hut, Yeah. I mean, interesting questions about, individual, but not, trying to get our numbers and...
Yeah.
I know we're famous and all, but come on.
But feel free to send us questions, like, about anything. It doesn't have to be, like, we bring in a lot of serious type of questions, but you can, give us something juicy about your relationship.
I want to reach out to our librarian people. Like, what are stuff that you guys are dealing with, that you guys... Yeah, just kind of share with us questions about, things that you want to know about, especially in the librarian community. Yeah. I feel like more so than ever in our podcast, like, we're kind of talking about mainstream things when we really need to be focusing on, like, things that are really affecting our community. Gosh. So if you have any, like, topics that we can talk about, please share it with us because...
Yeah, especially on our survey.
Yeah.
Are people doing them yet?
Yeah, people are doing our survey. So thanks to everyone who's been doing our survey.
Who's
there's a $25 gift card for the person who wins.
Of course they'll do it.
So do the survey at the end. You can put your name in if you want to be a part of the drawing, and then you can have a chance to be on the show. So
take pictures with us and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so
might go out to eat. You never know. You
Mark.
never know.
No,
You never know.
The same men that trying to get your number will be on.
I'm gonna exit. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow.
She's actually the prize.
Oh yeah, a date with Melissa, $25 gift card, and a chance to be on the show.
Yes. So enter. You never know.
You never know.
Kidding.
No, but seriously, people, please do our survey. Please send us questions. Be involved with us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and everything. We're trying to be more interactive with
all
our
the love you guys are giving us.
Yeah, we do.
Like, especially on Instagram. Hawa we just created an Instagram. And we have over 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
Woo! I don't even have that much of my own personal account. So you know how to work Instagram for your talk?
I can't even be on it, but I got 1,000 followers.
What's DM?
She's not thinking.
Okay.
No, but you just want to, tell you guys thank you so much. We just want to tell you guys thank you so much. As quick as we got those followers, just keep watching or listening to our episodes and tuning in every week.
Yeah, and we're on YouTube now, so
yes.
For people who, but oh my, really.
I saw the status, but oh my, I'm like,
and then somebody wrote, the other papaya will wash it. It autocorrects.
Yeah.
Papaya.
Oh my god.
So shout out to our followers.
Yes. You guys are so
we have a
faithful.
question this week, so we're going to show you guys our love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I was going to ask a question to the public.
What's your question?
But again,
no, I don't have one.
Okay, cool. So I think our call to action really this week is just to vote. Go out and vote and just, let your voice be heard if that's an option. If you can't vote, definitely just be informed and know what issues impact your life. And, do what you got to do.
Me and my mom and myself are going to go vote tomorrow.
Oh, you want to do the early voting?
Mm-hmm. Good for you.
Sounds like an ad.
So please, you guys, on a serious note, please vote. Even though you may feel like your vote don't matter, actually look into it. It does. Please. This is our next president for the next 4 years or maybe more. But, your vote means a lot, so go out and vote.
Mm-hmm. I would definitely say... for my group of people. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even ashamed.
For the people who can't vote.
Yeah,
it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, and for those people who can't vote, maybe they came with a temporary status or whatever status you came at right now. If you're not able to vote, that's fine. Like Hawa and Melissa said, just know what's going on in your communities. Know what.
Keep your ears open.
Yeah, I would definitely say educate yourself, and also too, if you do want to be a citizen, you do want to vote. Like, actually take the necessary steps. I know that's the next thing for me, So I just encourage all those people that do want to vote to go ahead and get your citizenship. And me and you will be right there, passing our test together.
We'll be at the ceremony.
How my people do it? Like, that'll be the song that I get my citizenship to. We do we all.
I'm so interested to see it because, as someone who was born here, I've never been through that process.
Yo, boy, yeah. Okay.
They liar. Kayaka.
That's like I go dark.
What? We put a picture of Hawa where she was like, bro.
I got one. When she was small, I got it.
All right, cool. Well, thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Find us on our social media pages. Reach out to us. Anything you need to know, we got you. So, until next time, this is the Palava Hut. I'm Hawa.
And I'm Richlin.
And I'm Mama Mel. Thank you for tuning in.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.